哪里？
没网吗？可以了，可以开始了吗？
就这样。
Hi everyone, this is Alicia, sales manager from China Doing Group. Now we are in head office of Henan Doing Holdings. And now this is the head office of Henan Holding. We are located in Henan, Zhengzhou City, the capital city of Henan Province, central China. Okay, now we just firstly to have a whole view in our office. And maybe next time we will show our factory. So let's go. And this is our front desk. We can see Doing Holdings. And here we can see this is the marketing map. We have already installed over 90 countries all over the world, actually. And now we can see in Brazil, in South America, we already installed many projects, such as Brazil, Mexico, Chile, and other cities. And in America, in England, and in France, in such more than Europe countries, we also installed many projects. And in Africa, such as Kenya, Nigeria, Ghana, and other cities, we also installed many pyrolysis plants. And also in Southeast Asia, we also have many projects. So if you have interest about our pyrolysis plant or our distillation plant, you could tell us, where are you from? And we will give you more suggestions according to your location and your market. Okay, let's move on. Here, this is a small receipt desk. So when you come in our office, you will firstly have a small rest here. Okay, and here, this is a patent wall. The patent wall shows all patents of our machines. All of the equipment have our patent. We have over 20 patents. So actually, you can see one by one. 那个画圈了。And we most important patent is about the vacuum system and also ISO certificate and the CE certificate. And this is the CE certificate. Here, this is the ISO certificate and other patents. Okay, let's move on. Okay, here we come into our engineer department. We could have a brief view. This is our engineer department. Our engineers are not only responsible for the design of R&D, but also we mainly focus on the layout. To make the layout according to your line drawing, we provide the customization. And another point, our engineers are not responsible for only R&D, but also we make 3D whole view, the 3D video. You could see not only 2D, but also 3D more clearly and easily for your understanding. Okay. And you can see actually now we have some engineers, they are not in the office because they are on business trip, such as some engineers go out to the running site for get installation, commissioning, and training the local workers. Okay, come on. And actually now we have a very great group, very great team about our engineer. And you know that is our soul in our manufacturer, right? And this is a meeting room. Now, actually, we have clients come for a visit. So now they are talking about the business plan. And this is our boss office. Okay, now our boss is very busy, so we don't disturb him. Okay, let's move on. And here, this is our financial department. Okay, this is our general manager office. Okay, now general manager is also very busy. So let's go on. And here, this is our HR department. And here, this is our purchasing department. Normally, you have some other machines. If you have interest and you trust us, we could also choose the machines for you because we have a very great team about purchasing. Okay, here we come into the photos wall. You can see we have a very colorful photos wall. There are so many photos. Actually, these photos are took when our clients come here to visit our office or visit our factory. At that moment, we keep the memories. Okay, we could firstly have a brief view. And let's have a brief view of some photos. Okay, this one is, it's me. This one is me. Actually, it happened last week. This group clients, they come from South Africa. And last week, they keep some deposit here. And we signed the contract on last week. And at this moment, the production is under production in our factory. Okay, you can see this. Okay, this guy is a very good gentleman. He's from Macedonia. Actually, he came here for 4 times, from 2011, 2012, 2014, and 2019. And this photo took in 2019. This is the 4th time he came here to our office. And every time he came here, he buy another machine. Actually, now he's very professional about our technology. He's already our engineer in Europe. So if you need some more help about the engineers, so actually this gentleman, Goring, can help you a lot. Okay, let's go on next step. Okay, here, these are our sales department. And you can see, actually, we have so many sales here. Now they are very busy. Some of them are talking for the business plan. Some others make some emails contact or have a phone call. So everyone will for them are talking for the business plan. Some others make some emails contact or have a phone call with the group. So everyone will receive this information and will this key for checking the whole. After checking the whole view of our office, actually you can see we have another photos wall. This photos wall mainly for our team from doing. Actually, every month we have a team building activity, so we could have a good memories here. And here we take the memories here. You can see every time we are very happy. When we go outside, we are very happy, and when we work here, we are also very happy. Okay. Okay, after have a brief view of our office, then let's go to a meeting room. Let's talk more about our pyrolysis plant and distillation plant, okay? Okay. And as we all know about what final product do you get from our pyrolysis plant or from the solid waste? Actually, we have answered now. If you have interest about the solid waste recycling, then you could contact us as soon as possible. Okay, let's just wait a moment. 说多久了？是不是有点短？The version of our pyrolysis plant. Now we can see two sides pyrolysis plant. And these are the reactors. 等一会儿先别动. These are the condensers. We have 4 steps condensers. And this is our patent device of a small disposal system. And you can see if you install one pyrolysis plant in doing, then you will get the same machine like this 3D model. So, and here we can see this is the carbon black wind transfer system. And actually, you could have a brief view. Okay, next. And this one is a standard configuration. This 可以讲慢点，时间不是有点短吗？ This is the auto feeder. When you feed the tires or plastic, then you could use the auto feeder to feed the reactor. When the reactor is full, then we could start heating. Okay, and this one is a buffer tank. After the oil gas come out, the oil gas will first come out in the buffer tank to decrease the speed. And then after that, our oil gas will flow into the condensers. You can see we have 4 condensers. First one is 2 vertical condensers. Second one is the oil-water separator. And this one is the horizontal condensers. And this one is the condenser tower. So actually, after flow into these 4 condensers, then actually our oil gas will totally constitute into liquid oil. And we will collect the liquid oil in these tanks. And this one is the water seal. After we already constitute the oil gas into liquid oil, and some other gas we couldn't consider. We just called it syn-gas. The syn-gas is kind of natural gas. We can recycle it as heating fuel. So actually, we will firstly flow into the water seal to avoid the syn-gas come back. Okay, next one. And this one is another version about the 3D model. You can have a view. And another view. Okay, we could have a brief view about it. So actually, if you have any questions, you could leave a message here. Okay, this one actually is a whole view. That means if you install 2 sides pyrolysis plant, then you will have the same machine, same factory. This one is the auto feeder, and this one is the steel wire drawing machine. After these 2 machines can save the labors. So that means you don't need more labors, just one labor to control the auto feeder, 1 labor to control the steel wire drawing machine. Okay, and this one is the flue gas distillation tower. We also called flue gas, or someone else they called it smoke gas. You know, when we don't dispose the smoke gas or flue gas, then we make it out to the air as kind of pollution. But after we flew it into the distillation tower, and after that we make the smoke gas or flue gas very clean, then we make it out. It's more pollution. It's more protection environment. Okay. 好，下一个，下一个文件夹，这个看过了。Okay, actually this is the 3D model. And now after we check the 3D model, then we check the exact machine. What exact machine we have? 等一下，慢点。For pyrolysis machine, mainly we recycle used tires, plastic waste. Then we get fuel oil, carbon black. And if your raw material is tires, then we also have some steel. So actually, we could customize the layout for you according to your land drawing. And also, we could give you more suggestions according to your requirements. About the pyrolysis plant, actually, we have many different daily capacity. 100, 500. These two machine is very small machine, mainly used as test machine. But except the small machine, we also have 1 tons, 5 tons, 10 tons, 12 tons, and 15 tons daily capacity. And most popular is the 15 tons. So if you want to get the more profit about the pyrolysis plant, then actually we suggest you at least consider 10 tons, 12 tons, and 15 tons. And here we will show you one by one. This machine actually is 100 kg pyrolysis plant. And this is another version. Actually, you can see we make this small machine with a frame design. That means you don't need any installation. It is free installation. You just buy the machine and find a plant land. Just put the machine there. Then you could operate it. And this is a concrete pyrolysis plant, 100 kg pyrolysis plant with 100 kg distillation plant. Okay, this one actually is a 10 tons pyrolysis plant. This is a reactor, this is a condensers, and it is a whole view. Okay, actually this one is a 12 tons daily capacity pyrolysis plant. And at that time, we finished the installation. Our engineer with the owners just take a photo together. Okay, next one. And this is the installation photo. We can see we use the crane to help, to give them more help to install the machine. Okay, second. And this one actually is also a small machine. We make it in a frame type. This one is a 500 kg pyrolysis plant. And this one is 1 ton pyrolysis plant. Actually, this one you can see there is difference between the other machines. Because this one we make a base. You know, when we install the pyrolysis plant, actually we need to make a foundation. I mean, big pyrolysis plant, 10 tons, 12 tons, or 15 tons. But for small pyrolysis plant, you could customize a base here. That means you don't need to make any foundation underground. Okay, next one. And this project we installed in Mexico, in La Paz. Actually, we installed a 10 size pyrolysis plant. It's very big capacity. We can see it very clearly. Okay, this one is 2 sites, 15 tons pyrolysis plant. And here, this version just shows the foundation and the cooling system. And this one is 100 kg distillation plant. with a frame. Okay, next one. Okay, after we check the exact machine, what it is. Then when you confirm the order, and we will start, normally, when you pay a deposit, we will start the production. And after we finish the production, we will deliver it for you. So actually now we will show you some delivery photos for your reference. Okay, this actually is a reactor. That means every time you need a truck, mainly to load the reactor. This is another reactor. This one actually is a frame big capacity, 10 tons pyrolysis plant. But we also make it in a frame design. That means you could choose another place to set up this pyrolysis plant. You don't need to make more installation. You just make the mobile tap. Okay, this is a reactor, another color. So if you have your color, what is your favorite color? You could tell us. Then we will customize the color, what you like for you. Okay, and this one, we could see what exactly, how big it is. Actually, for reactor, we couldn't see how big it is. But this one, this lady, she stand here. Actually, it shows the machine is very big, right? Okay. And this is the condensers, the delivery photo of condensers. Okay, after we check the delivery photos, now, okay, now we could see what final product exactly it is. Okay. Okay, for tires, if your raw material is tires, then we could get fuel oil, carbon black, and steel. We can see fuel oil, carbon black, and steel. And what can they use? For fuel oil, you could use it as heating fuel. For example, you use it in boiler heating. You use it in brick factory. You use it in glass factory or steel factory. Just use it as heating fuel. And for carbon black, actually, the raw carbon black, you could sell it to the market. But also, you could further process the carbon black. We could further process it into carbon black pellet and carbon black powder. For carbon black powder, actually, you could use it for example, the cement factory as a raw material, or you could use the carbon black pellet as heating fuel to replace the coca. Okay, for steel, actually, you could just sell directly to a steel factory. Okay. Above, we all talk about pyrolysis plant to recycle used tires or plastic. But actually, we also have another machine we called oil distillation machine. This oil distillation machine mainly to refine the used engine oil, used motor oil, or tire oil, plastic oil, fuel oil into diesel. We can see into diesel. And this kind of diesel, the quality is higher than the fuel oil. So if you get the diesel, you could use it in diesel generator, in ship, in tractor, in trucks. And also you could use it in boiler and diesel fuel, diesel boilers. And actually, it means we could use such diesel into heavy machines directly. Okay, we could see exactly it is. This is the diesel. This is the carbon black. Okay, this is another machine. This is another machine. We called continuous pyrolysis plant. And for this continuous pyrolysis plant, you could get the same fuel oil and fuel oil carbon black. Okay, these are the diesel. Okay, diesel, fuel oil carbon black. Okay, about the oil yield, maybe you have more curious about how much oil yield of the tires or plastic. Okay, now we could have a brief answer. If you recycle used tires, actually you could get about 45% to 42%. And for carbon black, you actually could get about 30% to 35%. And for steel wire, you could get about 12% to 15%. And another point, we could not only get the fuel oil, carbon black, and steel wire, but also we have the syn-gas. The syn-gas can be recycled as heating fuel. And for plastic, actually, it depends on what quality, what kind of plastic you collected. For example, if you collect dry, clean, and very pure plastic, then you will get higher oil yield. For example, to 85% oil yield. But normally, if you recycle plastic waste, you can get about 60% oil yield, about 30% carbon black, and the last is the syn-gas. Okay, next one. And this one, actually, this photo shows the carbon black pellet. Okay, this one actually is one of our clients. He holds the diesel in his hand. Okay. This one actually we could have a brief view. This one is the waste tire crude oil, the tire oil. This one actually is the fuel oil after the decolor system. And this one, okay, these three fuel oil actually is the tire oil or fuel oil. We could also call it crude oil. And these two kind of oil is after decolor and distilled. It is diesel. Okay. If you have more interest about our final product, actually we have the report. This one shows our carbon black report. This is our CE. This is also a carbon black report. This is the SGS report of waste plastic oil. This one is the tire distillation oil SGS report. This one is the tire crude oil SGS report. And this one is the plastic distillation diesel oil report. Actually, we have SGS report. We not only have crude oil for tires, plastic, but also we have the diesel SGS report for tire oil or plastic oil after distillation. So if you have interest, you could contact us. Then we would like to show you the detailed SGS report for your detailed reference. This is the syn-gas. This is the syn-gas. We also called tail gas report. Okay. Actually, we talk more about the pyrolysis plant and distillation plant. Here, we talk a new technology for continuous pyrolysis plant. And continuous pyrolysis plant can recycle both tires and plastic, but it is a continuous pyrolysis process. For example, for our we talked above is the batch pyrolysis plant. It means 12 tons, 15 tons per day. But this continuous process, actually we could process it about 2 months, no stop. So actually it is a trend in the future. Here we just show the successful installation, the case, the project case. This one is we installed in Kazakhstan. And this also shows the Kazakhstan, the condensers. This one we installed in Chongqing, in China. And this one running very well and makes the factory very clean. And you know, for continuous pyrolysis plant, you need to firstly to convert whole tires into rubber powder, about 5 mm rubber powders. But for batch pyrolysis plant, you could just feed the whole tires directly into the reactor. So this also in Chongqing. They have a separate factory mainly to convert the tires into chips, then into rubber powder. Okay, we could have a brief view. It's very clean. In Chongqing, actually, they installed 2 sets, 50 tons pyrolysis plant. So daily capacity, they achieve 100 tons daily capacity. Okay, this one is we installed in Yunnan province. They also installed 2 sets, 50 tons continuous pyrolysis plant to achieve 100 tons. And this is a whole view of it. Actually, this is an old factory. They already operate for more than 5 years. And actually, we could see directly how could we convert whole tires into rubber powder. We can see at the beginning, we convert these whole tires, these very big whole tires. Then firstly use a shredder, then use the rubber powder system to make the whole tires into chips, into rubber powder. And why we only need 5 mm rubber powder as feed material? Actually, for a continuous pyrolysis plant, we need to ensure the feed material, because you need to ensure the continuous process more than 60 days, right? And if we so actually we must need the strict requirement about the feeding material. Only in this way we could avoid the block in the reactor in the whole process. And this, they installed a rubber powder storage tank. Okay, we could okay, we could see actually the whole test actually is very big, but we only see the machine. Actually, we don't know how big it is, but we can see here is a man. It's working, right? It's working. We can see actually this factory is very big. The tires, you can refer it as a reference, because the tire is not very small tires. Actually, they collect very big. Okay, this is the whole view. Okay, so actually, we almost come to the end of the live show. And very thank you for your careful and the listening. And also, if you have more interest about our pyrolysis plant or distillation plant or continuous pyrolysis plant, you could leave message or leave your contact here. Then we will give you more suggestions and give you more documents to help you to get your project